off before, um, I was ranking up to level 2. However, when I was setting up this video, I accidentally ranked up to level 2. So now I'm on level 3 right now. Um, if I open my book, it will show that I'm at level 3, which happened while I was offline. I mean, off this video recording. So that's okay. Um, I I did get a spell while I was out there. I had meant to have this be part of my video. So if you go to the quest, now I have this. This is the one that I got just before I started this video. So we're gonna go see, talk to Lady Oriole in Wizard City, at the Hedge Maze. So I'm gonna close my book, and there should be some arrows. Once I leave my dorm, I'm gonna leave the dorm. There's gonna be some arrows that are gonna show up. You'll see this. Okay. So now you see the arrow. That's the directional arrow like we spoke about before, which I spoke about before. So it'll show you where, in what directions that you go. Now, like I said, you have all these things. It says the commons, boys dormitory, and all the different I school, storm school. All the schools are located in here. This right here, if you open the book, you'll look at the map, which is right here. So you go up and down, you'll see all the different tabs. You open the map, and this is Ravenwood. This is where all the schools are. You got the School of Life, Myth, Fire, Ice, and Storm. Okay. All right. So we are gonna, and then if you go to zoom it in right here, you'll see all of Wizard City. I showed you this before. We are in the, well, right now we're in the commons, but we're in where all the schools are. So we're gonna follow the arrow. We're gonna just use the mouse or the arrow keys, and we're gonna follow the arrow. It's gonna take us to the commons. Okay. And you're just gonna keep following in the direction of the arrow as soon as the page turns. All right. And so there's all these people here in the commons. This is one of the most popular areas to hang out. So there's about 5 people here now. I don't know who they are, but it doesn't matter. Oh my God, there's somebody. What? I'm in order to turn the screen, I push on the right mouse button, and then I just hold it and turn it. I thought that was the back of that gal's head, or I thought that's the back of somebody's head. I thought that was a beard. So anyway, I'm going to keep going. And as I said, if you're not into crowds at the beginning, you can go down to this gear right here, which is options. You click on it, and at the top, we did this before. I showed you this before when I went to Leprechaun to meet up with John Sumner. You go to what's called realms. Right click the mouse, and then right now we're in Leprechaun still, which I guess isn't that bad. It's not really that crowded. We can stay in Leprechaun. You've got a bunch of full realms up here, which when they're full, you're not going to be able to get assigned to that anyway. The crowded ones, and then you have perfect. Just to show you how to change realms, let's go to Kelvin. Okay, you go to the realm, and it's going to be a whole different set of people because every realm, every area has different people that are out there playing today at this time right now. Right now, it's a little after 8 o'clock Pacific time. So, and in Europe, it'd be quite a bit later, or maybe getting to be early morning. All right, you can see some fish out there. We'll walk up you can go fishing, but right now you have to get that, you have to go see the proper person to get fishing, and you can catch these fish. But it'll teach you how to do that. Right now, I'm not interested in that. But you can catch different fish. It's kind of fun. So I'm going to go on to where I'm supposed to go, following the arrows. See? Just keep going, using my mouse. or my arrows on my keyboard. All right. Whoa. So basically I need to go to the other end. I'm going to show you on my map by opening the book. We're going to go on the map, and this shows you where I have to go. Lady Oil is right here. This green arrow right here that you see. If you watch the green arrow, I'm going to move my mouse aside. This is like the mouse. This wand moves around. I'm going to move it aside down here. Now, if you'll watch this green arrow when I move, see how it moves? That shows me moving in the map. But of course, I want to see where I'm going myself. But see that? You can see the green. You can see this is moving now. So basically, I have to go all the way down here, all the way to here at the very other end. So this is Unicorn Way. So I'm going to have to go all the way down here to the very end of Unicorn Way. So that's where I'm going. Now, be aware, there's Private Connolly. He's the one that we talked to the other day. He has a mission for us, but I'm not going to take it right now. So be aware, you want to stay on the sidewalks or the grass. Try not to go on the streets, because if you do, you're going to get pulled, like let's say, into that battle. If you want to join the battle and help those people, you can, but usually people, maybe it's best to ask for help, but you can talk to them, you can say hi. You know, talking to somebody means you go like this. No, wait, that's wrong. Talking to somebody is you push the enter on your keyboard, and then you just start typing, you know, let's say, hi, how are you? Now, question mark. Now I'm not going to send that, but if you wanted to send it above your head to say, hey, hi, how are you? You push enter. I'm not going to do it, because I really would feel like a dork if I did. And so those people over there would say, oh, I'm fine, how are you? Or something stupid like that. So you can cross the streets, but you have to be very careful. Like right here, I'm going to cross on the patch of grass. Then I'm going to cross over here and hope that I don't get pulled in. There, now it's safe. The red orbs is to fill the red bottle right here. The purplish blue orbs is to fill your mana right here on the bottom left-hand side. If you need to fill your bottles, you run into those orbs, and that'll help fill your bottles. So, yeah, I'm basically just keeping it safe by walking on the sidewalk. I'm going to open up my map. Remember the green arrow? This is where I'm at. I was here, and now I'm here, and I'm going to head down to there. So let's go ahead and do that. And I'm going to end my video shortly after that, but let's just see what she wants. There's a mess out there in the street, and there must be some kind of, I see another mess out there, so there's probably something that eventually you're going to do that has to do with that mess in the street. Oh, I want to show you something. So every once in a while you'll see like things randomly out here. That's called reagents. Reagents right here is mistwood. See, it says mistwood. Reagents like mistwood, and there's lots of other things that you run into. When you see these and it comes up like this, it's good to collect them. So you push X on your keyboard, and then I've collected the mistwood. Of course, he's going to have something to say about it.
You've just collected a reagent. Reagents are used as ingredients in crafting recipes. You can find different reagents throughout the spiral, either by harvesting them, defeating monsters, or purchasing them.
Yes. So Mr. Lincoln, he's kind of like one of the guys that teach you about things.
Reagents go in your reagent bag, which you can access by selecting the crafting tab in your spellbook, or by pressing J on your keyboard.
Okay. So, just to show where the reagent went, what he was telling you about, is you have a backpack up here. You open out the backpack, and you go, so you got all these are clothing and gear and stuff that eventually, see all the stuff that I've gotten already? Okay, but that doesn't matter right now. If you pick up any housing items, they're going to be right here. Any fish that you catch is going to be right here. Any pet snacks that you earn in your battles or whatever is going to be right there. Now we have the reagents. See how I just picked up that reagent? Mistwood? I have one reagent. These are all used to craft. These are all used to craft. So when you get into crafting, these reagents will help you to make things. You don't have to buy some of the stuff that you can actually craft things. But maybe I'll do that in a later video. Right now we're just trying to get to the I just wanted to show you how to get a reagent. That was Miss Wood. There's tons of reagents. I just wanted to show you that. But we're heading in the direction of the hedge maze where Lady Oriole is. Mm, yeah, there's so much to the game. So I could take a chance and I could cross. I'm zigzagging here. I could cross here and show you that you can cross without getting tagged by one of these creatures because there's a bunch of dark fairies out there. I have a feeling that Lady Oriole is probably gonna want us to fight a dark fairy. We'll see. So if you see a blue, like things are lit up in blue, like this door, usually means that there's something there that where somebody wants to see you. Otherwise, the door would not be lit up. So I'm gonna go see Lady Oriole.
Halt! What purpose brings you into our hedge maze? Forgive me, young
She's a little
wizard.
feisty
These
thing.
dark times make me leery of new faces. But now I see the light within you. We've much to discuss.
All right, so I'm gonna run up to her because she has a question mark. You see, right up there. That means she has more to say. I wonder why she's okay. So I'm gonna push that.
The evil forces that loosed the undead upon Unicorn Way have also corrupted my precious fairies. Please, you must help them.
Okay. So
Vile bone cages have appeared along Unicorn Way. They are filled with a mysterious dark magic that corrupts all fairy folk who venture near them.
okay.
Dispel the dark magic in the bone cages, then bring me fairy dust from those it corrupted. It may reveal to me who is behind this atrocity.
I have my dog that's kind of deciding to fall asleep down here beside me, and I keep looking down because she's making some noise. That's why I'm, you know, just checking on her. Yeah.
It pains me to say it, but the only way to obtain the fairy dust is to wrestle it from the dark fairies in combat. Try to be gentle.
Okay.
Once you've dispelled the bone cages and collected the fairy dust, return to me immediately. Good luck, young wizard. May the light guide you.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So these are her little fairy. So in the book, it's gonna if you go up to quest, you'll see that she wants me to open the bone cages, and that's it, open bone cages. So we're gonna go. I'm gonna just show you a little bit of this, and I'm gonna be ending my video shortly. The fairy's like following me, and so then I'll finish up my video. I'm gonna check out the inventory that I collected during this episode, during these quests, to see if there's any better. There might be some clothing articles or clothing that I might change into. So right here it shows that there's 5 more steps or 6 more steps. I'm gonna cancel this right here, right X there. So you see the bone cage? There's one right there. You push X. So I've opened one bone cage. I think I have to open several of them. So there's another bone cage. X. And sometimes the bone cages will, see, I just freed the fairy. Sometimes the bone cages will, what we gamers call respawn. Respawning just means, for people that aren't into gaming, just means that it recycles. It puts another fairy in there and starts. It just means that it makes it so you can go back. Oh, so I did that. Now it says to collect fairy dust in Unicorn Way by the dark fairies. So basically, I have to fight two dark fairies out here. They are life, which is weird because they're dark fairies, but yet they're life. That green shows their life. So I'm going to just go ahead. My bottle is filled right here. That's my health. So I have plenty of health and plenty of mana. So I'm going to go ahead and go out here and fight a couple of dark fairies. And because they're life, look, um, because they're life, which is that little symbol right here and right there, I would prefer not to use a life spell on them because, see, the damage shows you'll get the not as much damage on if you cast the same spell. So let's pick something that is either the ice spell. It could be any of these. Death spell is the opposite of life. I'm just gonna go ahead and do the frost beetle. So you click on the card, click on her, and my timer just about ran out. Don't let your timer run out if you can't decide what you want to do. I mean, it just means that you'll lose a turn. So I just cast that on her. She's gonna cast it on me, and then the round is over. Now it's the next round, and I'm gonna cast again. I have this this snake. Can't really read what it says. These are young spells. Thunder Snake. I can't remember the beginning spells. These are rank 1 spells. See the 1 there? So I'm going to click on it. And I go first. That should pretty much get her and destroy her. Let's see what happens. Yes, it did. See how she just went. Okay, victory. Now, it's a victory, but I just collected 1 fairy, so I gotta collect a 2nd fairy. So I'm gonna go back out. I have enough health in here to go back out and just do it again. I mean, I could run into wisps, like here. See how the wisps, you know, it fills my bottle up. See that? So my bottle's filled. Go out and fight some more dark fairy. All these are dark fairies. And I'm gonna do this and go back to Lady Oriole and find out what she wants, and I'll probably just end it. So there's another dark fairy spell card. I could use a dark fairy on a dark fairy, but it won't do as much damage. It says that this does damage between 55 and 95. It'll probably only do 55. So let's do something a little different. Oh, here's a life card, which I'm not going to use on myself to heal myself. Let's just do the snake again. It's a star. Oh, see, it fizzled, and see, spells can fizzle, which is just, oh well, you know, tough luck, I guess. That happens. Maybe my spell just fizzled. So let's do something different. Let's do this creature. He's an imp. He's the life. Oh no, that's life. Oh, I can do a dark fairy because she's life. Actually, that's going to do the maximum damage of 95, maybe, because I'm doing the opposite spell on. The opposite spell for life is death. So that's not bad. I wasn't thinking. So she's basically going to be attacked by her own kind. Look at that. Pure evil. See that? So her health is going down. She's doing a beetle. I forgot. It's balance or myth. I can't remember what spell that is. I have one in my basic wand, which is, oh, right here. Really, I could just do about anything. Let's do the bloodbat. It's myth. This skull is right up there. The symbol is in the right-hand corner. See, fire, ice, balance, life. So let's do the bloodbat. It's kind of funny. It's myth. It like throws up on you. When it attacks you, it goes blah blah blah, and kind of whoops on you, blah, or something. It attacks you with its wings. Okay, so I just killed him.
I could feel the darkness down in my bones.
Oh,
But now that terrible cloud has been lifted, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Okay, so see how I'm transparent? But I gotta get out of the street before I get to be solid, which is I'm transparent still. There, see? So it says to open another bone cage up, which is weird because I thought that I opened another. Maybe I have to open more bone cages. Obviously, it didn't respawn. So there must be more bone cages further down. See, I'm collecting wisps to fill up. I guess I have to go down here to collect more. There's no respawning on this right now. See, I'm letting these little fairies out. Goal complete. Open bone cage. And, I'm gonna take a chance and cross over here. And then we're almost done. Oh, what did I just go? Was there a bone cage right here? Yay. Okay, so there should... I have to walk up close enough to push X. Okay, good. So one thing I could have done is mark the spot where Lady Oracle was by pushing this. And then I could have just went to her right away. Oh well. So I'm going to follow the arrow. I'm going to take my chance and cross... Oh, I don't want to cross. There it is. I'm just going to take my chance and cross over here. So we're almost to Lady Oracle and the Hedge Maids. And dog. Nice puppy. Just leave me alone, dog. I'll take care of you in a bit. Should I still lay on her back and show me her belly? Okay.
You hear a tiny, joyful voice call your name.
Thank you for helping us, kind wizard. Your courage and benevolence will not soon be forgotten by the fairy folk.
Alright. So I'm gonna go talk to Lady Oracle. I'm trying to finish this up for right now. So let's see what she wants.
You've cemented your reputation as a hero to the fairy folk, young wizard. With the bone cages dispelled, I can help the other corrupted fairies in time. Now we must root out who is behind this attack. Please, let me examine the fairy dust.
Okay, you do that.
Is that? But how? The fairy dust displays scars of a dark magic banished from this world long ago. Could it be Rattle in the darkness?
Could it be Rattlebones?
Rattlebones. In life, a ruthless tyrant who was banished to the underworld for his crimes. If I focus, perhaps I can sense his location. Oh, so much darkness. No, my vision is obscured. All I see is a tower ringed in bones. Siren Nightchant knows Unicorn Way. Perhaps he can help.
Maybe.
You must hurry. Here, take this broom. It will allow you to travel to Siren much faster. Now fly, and may the light guide you.
What do you think I am, a witch?
You've received a temporary mount that will expire after 1 day.
Oh
you can
God.
also
Seriously,
purchase permanent mounts from mount vendors or the crown shop.
Alright, so it just gave me a broom mount. I don't have to use it.
To equip a mount, press B to open your backpack. Next, click on the Mount tab and double-click on the mount you wish to use.
I guess just to show you, I will
Quickly,
use the mount.
you must ride to Siren at once. Ask him if he knows of a tower ringed in bones.
Okay, I'm just gonna go to him, and then that'll be the end. So, okay, so I got boots. Which will go into my backpack. And I got this freaking mount, which is good for 1 day. I guess I'll equip it. You can push equipped if you just want to equip it now. So now I'm riding on a mount like some witch. You know, whatever, like Harry Potter. A lot of this I think is like Harry Potter. So yeah, and it goes faster. Like you can go faster than when you're running. So I'm going to go see to talk to, okay, here's the spells. I'm gonna go talk to this person, and then actually I'm not gonna talk to him. I'm just gonna leave it be for tomorrow's episode. So I'm gonna go to him, so that's where I'll start for tomorrow, and then I'm gonna go back to my house, to my little dorm room, and maybe see if there's any good equipment that I got on this episode for this time that I played. Oh my god, I don't usually use mounts, but I'm just showing you. what it's like. There's so many different kind of mounts. There's a wooden chest coming up here. You could, if you wanted to, I'll show you what the wooden chest does. Wait a minute. Do you have to be off your mount to do the wooden chest? Well, usually there'd be an X and it would open up and give you some gold. It's just some free, easy gold. I don't like mounts, but whatever. Okay, so in order to get off the mounts, most people like mounts. Oh, see, my connection is being lost. What? Please don't do this. Okay, so my connection was going away for a little bit. If you see that down there. So that's probably why things were acting up. So I'm going to go into my backpack. I'm going to go to mounts. See all the things up here? Alright, I'm going to go over to mounts. I'm going to, I'm on this as a 1-day mount that only lasts me for 1 day. I'm going to unequip it, which means I don't want to be on it. So I just unequipped it. If you want to equip it, you click on it and equipped it. See? But I'm going to get off of it, so I unequipped it. So now I don't have the mount. Hey, look at, whoa, whoa. The wooden chest is there. Yep, see the X showed up, so I can push the X on the keyboard, and I just got 9 gold. It's an easy deal. They'll show up in the spiral, or in the realms. I'm almost done. I'm gonna go back to where that guy was. So I'm trying to finish up this quest in my quest book. And so, like, let's say if my friend or somebody that wanted to join me on the game, they could run alongside me. They would be playing on their laptop or computer, and they would be like running alongside me and hanging out with me and following me. Or I could port to them if they didn't want to follow me. I could port to them. Up here where the friends thing is, there's no online friends, but if there was, I'd click on their name. See, I do have one friend, which is John. He's not on right now, but if John was on, it would show, he would show online. I'd click on him and then his thing would show up and I'd say port to John and I'd go right to him. Or he could port to me. So let's say if he didn't want to hang out with me, but he still just wanted to play, and then let's say I wanted his help and I'd say, hey John, can you help me? I could send him a message and he'd go, okay. You don't have to send messages just to people that are on the street. You can send messages. You know, they'll show up. They'll show up right, if I push enter, they'll show up right here. So I don't have anybody out there, so I'm just canceling that. Whoa, I keep going back and forth. So I'm gonna go to where this guy is. There's another quest right here, but I'm not gonna take it. There's also, he has a quest, but I'm not gonna take it. That will be for another episode. So I'm just gonna stick with this person here. I'm actually not gonna, I'm gonna get kind of away from him because that's what happened before. Come on. I'm gonna back up until that X disappears. So we're gonna go with him next time. And so when I start my next episode, then we'll start with him. That will be tomorrow or whatever time I decide to film. I'm gonna click on my house because I'm just a beginner wizard. I only got a dorm. This is where I'm gonna end my episodes and start my episodes. So we are finishing this episode. I'm gonna start my episode here. I'm gonna open my book. I'm gonna see what kind of things maybe I earned. Here, right here's my stats. I now have 56 gold. Maybe at some point I will be, 56 gold, which at some point when I build that up, I can show you how to shop at the shopping district or the bazaar. Also, I have 1 training point. I'll explain that on my next episode. So the next episode, I think we'll explain training points and what that's all about. Let's look at my backpack. I'm going to see if there's anything worth putting on. I have this frost touched cap, which gives me, if you see the +2, it gives me +2 of an ice on my ice spell. Then there's this one that gives me, but I have to be a level 5. I'm not level 5 yet. In fact, if you look up here, it says I'm level 4. So until this experience bar fills up, then I'll be at level 5. So I'm going to go back to my backpack. I can't equip that. That's why it's black. when I get to level 5, that will be red, like, or maroon, like that. That gives me +3. Right now, this gives me +2. So this is actually stronger than this. I don't really like that hat. I don't like the hat, but so I don't have to equip it, but that just shows. I think I got some boots. Look at this. It gives me +2. So I can equip it. So look, I'm gonna equip it. It's gonna be these boots. So my clothes are gonna change. So look at where I look now. Now I have those boots. So eventually, the wizard that I started out with, the clothing is gonna change over time. So eventually, I won't even have this robe on. That's why it really doesn't matter what your gown looks like in the beginning. So that is it. Thank you for watching. If you do want to subscribe, you know where to click. And I'll see you next time, episode 14. Or, yeah. And see ya.